Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, the flag is back. Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, apologies about that. And also, if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well, if there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2023 related video here on my channel, and another sort of reaction video as well, because right now I am about to listen to snippets for the first time of all of the songs in contention for Iceland with regards to the upcoming edition of the ESC, which, as we all know, will take place this May in Liverpool in the UK on behalf of current champions Ukraine. I have some information in front of me to make sure I don't forget anything too important. As always, I should say that there are links in the description to my other social media pages. Check them out if you so wish. So, Iceland. Well, actually, before Iceland, today is the 28th of January. Earlier today we had the Moldovan audition round, which is always worth checking out if you're up for a laugh, and it seems as though it is going to be somebody we've had before at Eurovision, back at Eurovision this year for Moldova. So it could be Sunstroke Project, although really Pasha Parfeni should be winning by a mile. We've also had some utterly bizarre results from Norway, I think it's fair to say. Ulrika may well win MGP by an absolute mile next week, but we wait and see. And we've also had the second heat in Lithuania, and I thought Petunia was probably going to walk it. She didn't. So it seems as though it could be Ruta or Beatrick representing Lithuania in Liverpool. Maybe Gabrielius, maybe Monica again. We'll find out in due course. But the emphasis in this video is on Iceland, one of my favourite countries in the contest. It's always been that way. Iceland has a very special place in my heart, and I think that stems from enjoying many of their entries over the years, but also 2003, 20 years ago now, the very first Eurovision that I remember watching as a 10-year-old boy. The opening song of that Riga contest was Open Your Heart by Birgitta for Iceland. It remains one of my favourite ESC songs to date, and since then I always enjoy seeing what songs Iceland are bringing to the table, and more often than not I really like the entry that they have that goes to Eurovision. So, earlier today, a short time ago actually, the songs were released, and it says here between the 29th of August and 4th of October last year, that was the submissions period. There were 132 submissions to the broadcaster. It also says that the format is going to stay pretty much the same. There will be 2 semi-finals with 5 songs in each. 2 will go through thanks to a public vote, but there could be an additional qualifier from either semi-final selected by the contest organisers, and so on. Yes, indeed. In the final, the top 2 will go through to a super final, or whatever you want to call it. The public and jury will each account for 50% of the result in the first round. Blah blah blah. In the second round, a further round of televoting will be held, with the winner determined by aggregating the results of the first round to the votes received in the second round. Whatever. Anyway, I've not heard a thing, but I've got the list of the songs in front of us, and I believe it is a rule in Iceland that you have to sing in Icelandic in the semi-finals, but you can change it to English for the final. So we have Thora by Benedict, and the English title is Brave Face. Yes, indeed. We have Stundum snist heimurinn gegen þér by Bragi, or Sometimes the World's Against Us, and Joy Deb, who's a pretty big songwriter, has co-written that one. We have Domsdagsdans, or Doomsday Dancing by Celebs. I think they're a pretty big band in Iceland. We have Lifandi Mer, or Power by Dilja, or Diljau, not entirely sure. We have Obigith, oh dear me, Terrified by Kristin Cecilia. We have OK by Langiseli og Skuggarnir, who've been performing music since the late 80s. We have Glótooth Ást, or Lose This Dream by Moa. Gleyma þér og dansa, Dancing Lonely, by Sigga Usk. Ég stýð þína braut Together We Grow by Silja Ros and Chalar, not Sigur Rós, Silja Ros. And then we have Betri Mauther, or Impossible, by Ulfar. Yes, indeed. The first semi-final is on February the 18th, then the second one is on February the 25th, and the final is on the 4th of March. The video I'm watching, I've got two loaded up. The first one is by Alan Torres, so shout out to them. Here we go, Iceland. Save the day. Bring the quality. Seriously. Variety, diversity, top quality music. We've had a fair amount of variety from Iceland in the past couple of years. We had that sort of aggressive techno from Hattari, then we had something a bit more jovial from Dowdri and Gagnamathnyth, and then we had country by Sister. So three very different types of expression over the past three contests. What will we get now from Iceland? Hopefully something very different, but very, very strong. And I'm just thinking about some of the other countries for this year's contest. I mean, Swing It could win in Norway. That would be an absolute catastrophe. Estonia might pick something completely left field. God only knows what's going to happen in Malta. Oh, man. Dear, dear me. Some odd choices already this Eurovision season. But Iceland might just save the day. So here we go. Let me know your thoughts, particularly if you are Icelandic. I'm looking forward to this. Come on. Quality, 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 quality. That's what we want. That's what we need. Deliver. Heavens above. Okay, this is Rockabilly by Langi Seliok Skugarnir. Very throwback, very old-fashioned. Seems a little repetitive. Yeah, it's straight up Rockabilly, really. I think that will appeal, maybe to older viewers, but that is not the sort of thing Iceland should be sending. Next. Come on. Yeah. Moa. Okay, it's a ballad, very gentle. Feels fairly atmospheric. Yeah, smoke machine, muted lighting perhaps. You can sort of see it already how this will be presented. It seems okay, but I'm looking for immediacy and that's not giving it. Whoa, look at those sleeves. Ulfar. Ballad, and not a million miles away from the previous track. Okay, these are short snippets. I will listen to them in full in my own time. It's got a good voice. I'm not really holding on to anything else. Next. Whoa, that's quite cool hair. Benedict. Okay, pop, lacking oomph. There I am going like this, but it is lacking oomph. This feels very middle of the road, I think it's fair to say. Moving on, we've got a very striking three-piece. Celebs. A fairly bouncy pop song, there's not much more to say. It reminds me of Alphabet, this Danish band that you might be familiar with. Quite springy, seems okay. Still nothing that's making me go, hello. Next. Silja Ros och Chalar. Mid-tempo, ballad. Voices seem to go well together. It's a short snippet, yes indeed. It's okay, but Eurovision fans in general are ruthless. We are a ruthless bunch, and that is not doing the business. Diljau. Yeah, that's a little bit more like it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a little bit more like it. Li found ini imier, Diljau, blonde woman. This has a bit of a dubstep thing going on. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that. Looking forward to hearing the whole thing. Next. Bragi. Mid-tempo again. I mean, Iceland, you do sort of know what you're getting a lot of the time. Again, nice voice, seems okay, but the other one was doing the business more for me. Next up, woman in a red dress. Gleimathero dansa. Sigga Usk. Lovely, massive blonde hair. This seems like a very happy-go-lucky sort of tune. I don't mind it. Yeah, not bad. That leaves one act. Kristin. Okay, this feels like... again, I use the word atmospheric, but it does feel that way immediately from this snippet. A fairly atmospheric ballad. Vocals, sort of very mellifluous, I would say. How are we pronouncing this? Obegirth. Something like that. Terrified. Anyway, Kristin Cecilia. Yes, indeed. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, my thoughts. The diversity maybe isn't there. We haven't got anything... Well, we have rockabilly, but we don't have a super heavy rock song. We don't have anything that feels super jazzy. We certainly don't have anything like Sister. That's fine. But I was hoping for something... I was hoping for more variety. It's as simple as that. There are a few songs here that seem to be on the right track. This one immediately is standing out as the best bet. This is Diljau, Lífandi mér. She has written this, Dilja Pettersdottir, with Palmi Ragnar. Is that Palmi Ásgeirsson? That name rings a bell. Yes, indeed. Anyway, that sounds like the best one. What are the comments saying? Diljau for Eurovision. Kristin. Kristin and Dilja. No final for Iceland this year. That's the spirit. That's the positivity that we love to see. Okay, let's have a look at the other video, which is ESC Rolly. This is their top 10. Yep, okay last. That's not the right pick, Iceland, so don't even think about it. Ulfar. That's okay. That's really fine. Moa. That's okay, but in a 100% public voted semi-final in Liverpool, you can kiss goodbye to the final with that. Benedict just needs a little more. Silja Rós. Oh my god, Iceland love this stuff. Every damn year we get a male-female ballad and it sounds just the same. This is fine though. Sigga. Gorgeous woman. Do you know what it reminds me of? And this is not an insult, but imagine a made-for-TV film by Disney set in high school in Iceland. This is the track that you put in it. Yeah. Bragi. Oh yeah, that's alright. Diljau. Yeah. Celebs. Iceland might go for that, you know. And then Kristin. Okay, yeah. I'm not blown away, but there's some promise, and I'm hoping for crying out loud, Iceland make the right choice, because it seems to me a lot of countries are veering in a completely different direction than we first expected. So there we go. Yes, indeed. Sigga Usk, her song is co-written by Nylon, a girl group, one of the most successful singer-songwriter girl bands in Iceland. Oh. Okay, that's one to keep an eye out for then, on songwriters alone. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, Kristin and Diljal. Love it, love it, love it. I'll be listening to those songs in full moving forwards. As always, let me know your thoughts, and I'll be back with more Eurovision-related content very soon. The Czech Republic national final is coming up. We're getting the Slovenian song, that's hotly anticipated. That's coming up very soon. And also Melfest. Before you know it, that's upon us again as well. Until next time, and the Serbian tracks. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe, let me know your thoughts, and apologies if the quality wasn't that great. Bye for now.